Hey guys. Today I wanted to try to share a type of beat that I really like, which is an exotic or an ethnic beat. Probably my favorite type of beat to make is something that has a little bit of an ethnic flavor. So one of the first things for me in trying to discover what is it that makes a beat, makes music sound ethnic or exotic, of course the first thing you come up with pretty much is the instrumentation. In order to know what produces these particular timbres or semitones or whatever goes into this culture's music, it's important to know a little bit about world music and what instruments are included in that culture. So if you're talking Japanese, you've got pipa, you've got koto. If you're talking Chinese, you've got erhu or zither. Turkish music, you would have the saz. If you had Arabic, you'd have a oud. Sitar for Indian, you get it. So even though I can plug a lot of these instruments into Alchemy and I could actually write my own melody, I think today I'm going to look for a sample. I'm thinking today I'll do Japanese. I'll try and search Koto and see what we can find. You can search these instruments on Google, on YouTube, any platform really. But today, just to be a little bit different, I'm going to actually use Instagram. So I'm going to search hashtag Koto and see what I can find here. Type in hashtag Koto. Now you want to look for videos instead of pictures, obviously. So I can actually hear something with the very beginning part, like the first 5 or 6 notes, and then I hear something just maybe having the rake as kind of a transition. So I've dropped it in, bring it to the 1. Let's see what I hear. I actually just hear those first 6 notes, like a repeated thing. So maybe 145. Yeah. Okay. Thinking about putting that on a separate track here. So we got 2 next to each other now, and they're I've kind of evened them out to where I kind of feel it. I think that the first note is maybe a little higher than I would like, so I'm going to see if I can't change that in some way. Either change the whole thing or just that note down. And then let's just add in something for feel here. So I'm feeling kind of a halftime trap. Nice. A kick in there. Whoa. Another thing I need to do here on the sample is some of these are a little too quiet and some of them are a little bit louder, so I'm actually going to cut and make these louder on their own. So cut and slice here, then this one that's not very loud, I can come over to gain. I can actually just turn it up to where it's about the same size. Alright, so before we went any further, I wanted to see if I could also explain this. So now that I've sliced them all up, I also want to find out exactly what notes they are for my 808, but also for rearranging. So I actually just pull up a tuner on my audio track here, and then I listen. So we got A, right? Move this over. F sharp. D. On and on. So I can actually play it. So since there's 2 A's, a high A and a low A, I'm actually going to grab the lower A and insert it in place of where the higher A was. Because I don't want both of these to sound so high pitched. It's a little bit annoying almost to me. That might be it, okay. Now let's see if we can get this bass line. Okay, so one thing I just did was I turned the tempo down from 145 to 130. The bass line that I created sounds better at a slower rate. Sometimes when you add that new instrumentation, you just discover that it needs to be at a slightly different speed. So here are some of the different little weird sounds I added into the arrangement. We've got a rake sound right here, which is just raking across the Koto. I got an open hi-hat at the end of the bar. I got some weird little tom, and I added an echo to this tom, and I like the way it trails off. And you'll get to hear all of that together in a sec. Then bass line we came up with. I like those high notes in there. So we got a good thing going there. A common tactic, especially in trap music, is to have a low octave and then a high octave of your melody, so that it adds variation. It's the exact same melody, but it just plays low in one instance and high in the next instance, and this can create some kind of movement where your listener feels like something new is going on. So we have low going to high. Oh yeah, and I did add that little fade here. So we added in some perk. And we added in hi-hat. I like the way my intro is sounding, but I want to add some static to create more buildup. Already one element of the buildup that I have is that I've set a low pass filter on this so that it grows as time goes along. So we lay it in there. Okay, nice. So our intro now sounds like. And then just because I can, I'm going to see if I can build something else. So I think we have the melody right here. So I may add some more effect. I might change the sound of the melody, add a little bit of echo and reverb to that. But I think we're pretty much finished. So now let's take a look at the final result.